Putting the pieces together is a big part of the deal that we got going on here. So, playing to my best ability at any given point, at any time, like where they ask me to play at, is my goal.
Been playing the new video game in your free time?
I have a dang on game. I broke a controller the other day about it. I can't even lie.
What console are you playing?
Xbox. Yeah.
How exciting was it? Obviously, you've been frustrated a little bit, but how exciting was it to like see this?
It was pretty cool. We actually played it here today at Media Day, and so I was playing Michigan State, and I was playing against Nate and Jack themselves, and I threw a pick to myself and almost took it to the house. So I'm like, what is going on? So I guess I have a pretty good card in the game, and I'm excited and I'm blessed to be there.
Overall?
It's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna complain or hate on it or anything. It's just we'll see how the season goes.
Because they do updates throughout, right?
Yeah, and it's supposed to be a big update coming up soon too.
So 7 or 8 months into Jonathan Smith's tenure here, I mean, how much do you feel like this program did reset and some of what he kind of provides with the kind of idea of stability and consistency?
He puts his pieces together as in we need something to help gel us together, help us grow, and at the end of the day, we all need to have the same goal in mind, and that's winning championships here at Michigan State. To win every game on our schedule would be a great thing, but is that always possible? No one knows. So having to put in like, hey, we need to score some points here because that's what we were having trouble doing. That's our biggest goal. And going into camp, working hard every day, learning from each other, building relationships, and with the new guys and young guys is a big deal.
Even before what happened last year with Mel being fired and everything, did you feel like the program was kind of slipping a little bit and it things were kind of headed toward a bad place before it kind of
well, yeah, as soon as it happened, you can tell the morale changed. We let a few games slip through our hands, and but that's okay. That's all about adversity. But my job actually is not to let it slip, not to let this thing go backwards. We're only here to build forward, because the Michigan State I'm used to that I was growing up to, like, win championships. You can see here we got flags on the freaking stadium for Big Ten championships, and the first college football playoff known, we were there. So it's like, what can we do, and how can I help us as a team and a program become great again?
What does success look like for Michigan State in year one under Jonathan Smith?
Success looks like winning every game as possible and winning every game on our schedule. That's our goal. And basically bringing these new people in, new transfers, new young guys that are going to basically keep this thing going. I could have a really great year and say I want to go to the league, but is this going to keep going out there? That's our job. We got to maintain this. We have to keep building, growing as a program.
Jonathan said that you were kind of picked later on.
Sorry.
What are your impressions of Joe Rossi?
Oh, Coach Rossi, he's a great guy. He's going to put all of my teammates in positions to where we're going to be successful, to where we can play to our best ability, and I think his defense is very good, and you can tell by the accolades he has built over the years. Aggressive, a lot of safeties going to the league. You got Antoine Wayfield, highest paid safety in the league now. He played under Joe Rossi, so when I get an opportunity, I'm going to ask him, hey, can I talk to Antoine? Like, how can I get some pointers? How can I get some tips? Or can I watch film with this guy to help myself get better so I can be just like him in his defense so we can be successful as a team?
Your head coach, your former high school head coach, is a coach at Michigan.
Yeah.
Friends that you played with at Michigan. And this offseason, you also saw one of your teammates go to Michigan and one of Michigan players come to you. How different is that for you in the state of the rivalry? How is the state of the rivalry?
Yeah. Switch up is crazy, but at the end of the day, he felt that was the best decision for him. But we brought in one of their guys, so it's just teaching that new guy about how the rivalry is from our side, how we feel about this, and that is just not any game. It's just not. It is never going to be that way at all. And so bringing that in, we're focused on the future, focused on learning and getting better with the guys that are here in this locker room now to win some games.
Close with Donovan Edwards back in high school. school. Do you guys still talk at all? Or is that
Yep, we still talk. Yeah.
Was it hard to fathom that Jaden went to Michigan? I mean,
Good question.
How Michigan feels about Michigan?
It's okay. I don't really have much to speak on it. It's not my area to talk about. But people are going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. So that's what he did.
Jonathan Smith
getting
said
people to buy
that. Sorry.
Sorry.
Jonathan Smith said that you've been, identified as like a leader for the team, and just like your ability that you've really spoken up. I mean, how important is that for you as an upperclassman to take on that role, and what is leadership look like for you?
Hey, say upperclassmen made me feel old now. It went by fast. But just maintaining, like, being accessible by new people, young guys that have any questions or anytime they want to learn or ask about a past game. I'm even here for history questions if you need it. Just being able to be helpful, lead by example, set the example, and get guys to compete, because without competitiveness, what kind of team do you have? A bunch of losers. So it's like, whatever. Yeah.
Is that kind of like the identity that you really want to set?
Yeah, I want to set, a guy that's welcoming, a guy that can, help put you in connection and build network, because I think that's what I do the best.
And then my last question was just player rating. What did you think about your player rating?
My player rating's I like it. I think the offensive side of the ball, when you get a turnover, I think that can be higher. I kind of was a running back in high school with majority of my offers at running back. So it's like, yeah, help me out a little bit.
You guys had a lot of turnover, obviously, and additions in the secondary in particular. A lot of people are coming in. What's that been like? Seeing some of the new faces, I guess, in the secondary.
Yeah, so the past 2 years, I knew everybody on the team, everyone's name, at least where they were from. So now I'm learning that all over again. That's a big thing for me. And because, the more personal factors you have with a guy that you can share or that they can take from you, it builds more connection, builds more trust as a teammate, as a leader. So that's a big thing for me.
Dillon,
You
you
guys
talked
had
about
real close losses to, Iowa and Rutgers as the winnable games that would have gotten you bowl eligibility. Considering that, I mean, how realistic do you think it is for you guys to make a bowl this year in year one?
Oh, I mean, I see no doubt. I feel like we have a really good quarterback that can run, pass, and make good decisions. I don't see why that would be out of the question, because, last year we got so close, but you have the defense on the field for 80 plays, and then we scoring six points. It's not really going to help anything at all. So.
Dillon, you talked about putting the rivalries at Michigan in perspective to guys who understand. When you have a guy who's either a transfer or a freshman, and maybe they're not from Michigan and they don't know it, how do you explain to them what that rivalry means to you?
I gotta answer this properly. We look at it as this is something that's basically a tradition. It's something that's built in. It's not anything against them. It's about us as a team. Us being that team is a really big deal for us. And from personal factors, it's like it was a lot. It's a lot of words said on that field that you just don't really take to heart very well. So spreading that information and hoping that new person or a new guy has your back is also a builder as well.
Much lighter. I know the Olympics are coming up. What Olympic sport would you compete in?
Definitely track. I was a track star a little bit back when I was 30 pounds lighter. But now my little sister's a track star, so I would think I would compete in the 400 meter dash. That would be me.
Dillon, I'll use the question.
Okay.
What's it like to be here today and represent Michigan State?
It's a blessing, and really excited. And I'm having a lot of fun. I'm thanking everybody. Thank y'all for coming. Doing this and putting this on. It's very beautiful, and being here for my teammates and the rest of the program, the coaches, is just a blessing.
Talk about some of your teammates. Who's looked really good this summer? Is there somebody or a particular bunch of guys that have looked really good this summer, or just a whole crew of them?
Well, look at the two guys that came with me, man. Jack Velling and Nate Carter, two elite talents, very explosive, can run and catch. So that's gonna be their job. They're gonna have a great duty this year, and they're gonna be really good football players.
Last question. What would you be doing if you weren't playing big-time college football?
I'd probably be running track, but 30 pounds lighter. No problem, thank you.
In the media polls, the preseason poll came out. Michigan State was number 16. Charles Franklin's teammate wasn't too happy about that. Does that become poster board material, or do you just kind of brush that aside?
It's nothing poster board. It's definitely, this is about us. This isn't about rankings. This isn't about, what people on the outside are saying about us. This is about us going to work. We don't care if we're an underdog. We're gonna come hit you in the mouth, and we're just gonna keep going and scoring and to where you are just like baffled by a team that was ranked 16th, wherever the heck we are. So yeah.
There was a lot of changes, a lot of adversity last season. What kept you from going to the season?
Oh Lord, that's a good one. What I've been saying and what I'm still gonna say is, the support, family, and friends, and basically the program. I grew up a State fan, so when a little adversity or a little problem comes by, why would I leave it when I know it can be fixed? When I know I can help and battle through something, I just can't leave the program hanging. That's just very hard for myself to do, and I couldn't let it happen. Oh, it was amazing. Good for him. I'm sure he got a big check off of it. So it's pretty cool. Hey, man, I'll hit you in your mouth as many times as I get the chance. To the time I have left. Yeah, so, and I graduate next spring. This is crazy. Really, looking for just continue building networks, getting out more to see the city of Lansing. I know I'm from Michigan, but seeing the city of Lansing wasn't always the big thing per se. So seeing that, getting around, getting more. I love doing community engagement, volunteering, so keep doing that and building relationships with my teammates as well.
What's your summer look like in terms of training, and if you got some of your teammates together?
I have. I love to cook, so we had a couple cookouts at the pool. So get in there, swim. I'll grill some chicken for you if we can all get together. Because at the end of the day, man, we can like each other. I think we can go a real long way.
How was the outlook for you and the team with fall camp starting on Tuesday and all this off season of talking, training, and to finally put a new team, new roster on the field together for the first time?
Yeah, camp's starting up. A lot of new guys, a lot of guys that can make plays with different personalities, different types of games, and kind of merging it together and making it like a Play-Doh ball, like where it's a great bunch of whatever the heck, and then shaping it to where it's a perfect spear. That's going to be our goal. I think it's going to be really good, especially that we can pass.
What is a guy like
Yeah. So I don't know if y'all know, but Nate just got married over this past summer, and he met his wife in the church up in Lansing. So, great individual, person that also does community engagement, and is always about his teammates and his family and friends, and most importantly, God first. Yeah, so right now you're getting a lot of it's just another game, or it's not like that anymore. Like, I could say hell. Or I said like hell no. Guys, this is a different type of game. It's a different environment, and I myself, people that's lived it, Coach Hawkins that's played in it, coached in it, can help explain and share that story of this isn't just another game. So that's going to be our goal coming up this season as well.
How's the locker room different now that the new staff has arrived? You've got excited compared to say last fall?
Compared to last fall?
Compared to last fall.
Last fall, I felt like we didn't. My personal feeling, I don't think we liked each other a lot. So that's why that was a big deal over the summer, being able to like each other as teammates, and give in and trust in one another is a big deal. So I think we've done a pretty good job of that so far. We're going to keep doing that in camp because camp is all day thing every day. So we're going to have to be around each other a lot.
Has the new staff done things to help you be more together as a unit, or is that more player level grassroots?
Yeah. So in the weight room, we had 5 teams within our team per se. So with usual football players like myself, competitions help build relationships, help build trust with one another. That's what we did all summer. My team ended up winning the summer, but just gotta put that out there. Shout out Black team, Yeah.
I wanted to touch you. Aiden, is he playing with the young guys? Is he recording stuff with the young guys?
I don't know yet. That's a good one. In his personal life, or like you see him outside the field, I can still see like, okay, you got some growing to do. On the field, I haven't seen him play in the game yet, so I just don't know yet.
How do you feel this team? Do you feel like there's a fresh slate? And if so, is that kind of a breath of fresh air?
Yeah, so basically it has to be a fresh slate. There can't be any more going into camp. There can't be any more talk about last year or the year before. It just can't be, because we got a whole new staff, new players, and a new morale of culture that's here now. We have something to build on, and we're just looking towards the future, not the past.
And what has Jack told you about Coach Smith?
He's told me a little bit. Coach Smith doesn't talk a lot, but every time I see him, he always has a coffee cup in his hand. So he's getting his, caffeine in. Yeah. When you go to Oregon this year, I've never been there, so I think that's going to be really, really cool. My family just went for the track meet for my little sister, and they enjoyed themselves, being around Nike and everything. So it's going to be really nice.
What's the best stadium that you've played in up in your own? Which one? Is there one that you really like?
The one that I really like mine. I can.
Except for you.
I can tell the loudest. I can give you that. Yeah, the loudest goes Washington, Penn State, then Ohio State. Those are the loudest stadiums I've been in.
Which new teammate, maybe other than Aiden, who's already talked about a lot, what other new teammate are you most excited to play with this fall?
New teammate. Jordan Turner. I think, Jordan Turner, me and him are literally from the same city. Grew up 10 minutes away from each other, but I never got a chance to play with him all through growing up or in high school. So I think he's going to be a really good player, a lot of leadership, a lot of football that's in his mind, and he's always helping the brother out when I need it. So, yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
Why do you think West Bloomfield has produced so many top-notch players? I was originally, and most of my crew was originally going to Harrison High School, and then they closed. So, Harrison and West Bloomfield, they played each other in the playoffs. I went to that game as well. That was a good game. But going to West Bloomfield, the people that are there, the staff that's there, the parents trust them. So there's a big part of that, like, trust that my son is going to get here and learn and not just be babied or be given stuff, and eventually win and play for championships. That's what our goal was. I got a ring, so yeah. And how much did you learn from Ron?
Oh yeah, Coach Bellamy, great guy, man, great guy. I miss Coach Bellamy. He real cool, but he had the thing that he had like an it to him where he can bring people together, like teammates together. You have so much talent on the team, you have a lot of disagreements, and that was happening a lot my junior year, the year we won the state championship. But he got it to come back around like, dude, this is your freaking teammate. You got to be able to play with him, because y'all are going to help each other be successful as y'all go on in these high school games, when y'all go to the next level and y'all stay connected past the NFL. So it's a good deal.
And so do you remain close with, like, Donovan and
He was
Yeah.
a couple of years older.
Yeah, well, Makari, great kid as well. They're both going to be here tomorrow. It's crazy. You got 3 West Bloomfield guys going to media day. So yeah, I talk to Donovan maybe once a week, like every week for real. So, and then we all have dogs. So I have the oldest dog. So they ask me dog questions.
You're a Rottweiler also?
Nah, I have a German Shepherd. Makari has a pit bull bully, like one of those bully dogs, and Don has a Rottweiler. Yeah.
Can you talk about how you become more of a leader in the last couple of years? How you've been growing as a freshman?
So I think it started with Xavier Henderson definitely saying, like, dude, you're going to play a lot just as a freshman. This is me, you know. As a freshman, you're going to play a lot, so stop freaking talking back. just take the coaching. And I'm like, okay, bro, all right, I'm get my head right as best as possible. It took a lot, but at the end of the day, we learned a lot, and I appreciate him for that.
Tell me a little bit about Derek Harmon as a person, as a guy, as a teammate. Just what's he like?
Derek, big, strong dude. He cares about his family a lot, and powerful player. He's going to be really good there at Oregon. Hate to lose him.
With all the cornerbacks, especially cornerbacks, you guys had quite a few guys coming in through the transfer portal. How has that room kind of gelled together since then with some of those later additions?
With the corners?
Yeah, corners, safety.
Oh, okay. Well,
I guess you're playing safety.
yeah, I'm playing safety now. But with the corners, I think they understand, like, you bring guys here to play, or they're here to compete. So it's not going to be any type of cakewalk. Anything's given. And you never know who you're going to see out there. You might see a rotation. You might see one guy that's the shutdown corner, but we just don't know yet as a team.
So who's the toughest guy in the conference to tackle?
Toughest guy in the conference to tackle? I mean, I tackled everybody. It didn't matter. Probably Nick Singleton. I don't know. I'll hit him. But I seen him break a lot of tackles, though, against other players. Big dude. We actually went on a couple visits together when I was still running back. So.
I guess there was, because I covered Penn State. So
yeah.
Because Nick doesn't say much.
Yeah,
So
he doesn't talk much. Yeah, he was quiet. Especially, we were at a visit together in school down the road, Michigan. Yeah. So, yeah, sitting there with him, I'm like, oh, dude looks pretty good. He's good size, and he can run. So, good player.
What are some positive traditions that the coaches chose to kind of hold on to, outside of the Spartan walk?
Yeah.
From the positives that did happen last season, what are some of the things that the coaching staff chose to hold on to and want your guys' input?
Personally, I don't know yet, to be honest with you. We haven't started the season to where any traditions are going to maintain. That's actually a great question. I should ask Coach Smith, like, well, what are we going to hold on to? Are we going? Because, when Tug got here, he changed the Spartan walk. So we just don't know. I don't know. I haven't asked yet.
Do you know if they'll be captains before the season, or
no clue. That's probably a Jack Velling question. They might, do it from Oregon State.
When Michigan did win, what was the instant emotion? Was it like disgust, anger, and hatred, or was it like we're going to be next?
It was more so like, you have your feelings about losing, but at the end of the day, like, how can we learn from this? How can we get better? And did you play your heart out, or did you play to maximum effort that you could play? You shouldn't leave anything out there on the field. Like, if you can answer that question, like, yes, I did that, then you have to be conceited with your performance.
I don't know if you know this yet, but who do you think is the coach maybe on your staff who's most likely to get a penalty for arguing with the official? Is there one that you're like, oh, yeah, I've seen enough. That's the guy.
Probably one of my coaches, Coach Demetrius or Coach Blue. Those two. They have a lot to say. They're great coaches. I don't know if they're gonna, talk trash to the ref or not, but they definitely have a mouth on them if they have to.
Is there any major difference in philosophy on the defensive side that the new coaches have brought? It's different than the previous staff, schematically or anything like that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be more of a aggressive defense, more of a, match, hands-on, keep things in front of you type of defense. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to limit explosive and create takeaways. And that's going to be our goal. That's what we're going to have to live by. So, yeah.
I think we asked you this in the spring, but are you mainly safety now or a little nickel, a little bit of everything?
Mainly playing safety, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a little bit of everything.
And Malik's back there also.
Yep.
Okay. And are Mariana's still in the picture? What
Yep.
else is going on in the safety position? Who else do you have back there?
You have Angelo in there, Angelo Gross, and then Nakai Martinez, UCF transfer. He's going to be really good. He can cover a lot of ground. So.
For Nakai so far, did he arrive in June or what do you?
He when did he come? I think he came. Yeah, he arrived. He got here in June. But he's quick, strong, and he can catch the ball. And I think he has a knack for the football. Which is really going to help him out.
Let's ask one quick question.
Yeah, that's fine.
I apologize. This is the last one.
You're good.
Is there, out of your teammates, which ones do you feel could break out or could you break out players this upcoming season?
Jack Velling. I think Jack Velling. Other than those three guys, like Jack Velling, Aiden Childs, and Nate Carter, all going to have really good years because I think we're going to be able to score and be explosive on the offensive side of the ball. Sounds good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me. Go Green. Hey.
You said that to Jack Stanton.
I didn't even see. I was looking this way. Sure.